listening to TalkTainmentRadio.com.
The views and opinions expressed are those of the host and guest and not necessarily those of TalkTainmentRadio.com, the management, the staff, or K&E World Network, LLC.
Hello, everybody. Have a good day today, all right? And it's real nice today. And this is Dr. Bass Claus, and this is Stairway to Heaven. And my topic today is it's going to be sort of like a Mother's Day special today, program today. And we're going to dedicate Mother's Day to all the mothers coming up this weekend. And I got the dates. I got my shout. First of all, let me say that this is a very, very special announcement. My producer and his staff are we got a campaign going on, got to get 3,000 black men back into the church. We need 3,000 black men back into the church. I know that our black brothers had faded away from the church for some reason or another, or things just didn't work out. But we run the campaign, which Stairway to Heaven is involved, that we need 3,000 black men, try to get them back in the church. Now, when this campaign has started, it's getting together, and when I get more details, I will let you know everything. I got my Pastor Mike McCutcheon, he's going to get involved. And I believe we're trying to get a hold of some old ministers that we know. I'm trying to pass the word to a couple of my sisters and tell her pastor what's going on. And if we can get 3,000 black men back into the church, that'll be a beautiful thing. But some of our black men have just strayed away because some things in the church has not given them any type of power or any type of authority. Most churches now is running by women deaconess, and I have nothing against women deaconess, and I have nothing against women preachers. But but we just need our black men back in church where they can learn the word, and the church can be whole again. Back in the day, that the church was full of black men. We were there. They was gathered. They were strong, and they had the authority but now some of the black men have faded away. So we need 3,000 black men back in the church. Okay, now here's another thing I can say. The Columbus Mass Choir, they coming up with their anniversaries pretty soon, and I'll give you a little more detail on that next time. I'd like to say Stairway to Heaven is brought to you by Sensation Keys of Harmony and Praise Chapel Church of Community. And them two has back behind me and everything, and let you know about the keys. We're still working together, getting things together. Like I said, when we come out, I will let you know. And when we come out, I will let you know where we'll be at. As far as I'm going with it, because I want you to be surprised who is I want you to be very, very surprised who's there. And may not sound like you've been here, but when you hear it, you're gonna be amazed with how it is. And that's how the church, that's how it's going to be. So from now on, so like I said before, the Keys of Harmony will be getting back together. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm leaving it like it is. Now my topic is Mother's Day special. The mothers of the day are trying to get things together. They are trying to help each other out. They're the moms of yesteryear. All of them are gone. The reason of celebration of mothers is to tell the things that mother did for us when we were small. She took care of us when we were small. She did things for us when we were small. Mothers would stay up in the late hours of the night, help us out when we're sick. She would help us out with our schoolwork. And something when we have problems, mothers will come and talk to us. They'll stand by our bedside. There's so many sacrifices that sometimes we don't understand why. And there's mothers that are out there struggling now are trying to do for their children. Sometimes they will go home and just to feed their own children. And there are mothers out there doing certain things that try to feed their children certain ways. But a mother is the most precious queen on earth. Most precious queen on earth. And mothers out there, out to all you mothers, I don't care where you are. Texas, Columbus, Ohio, New York, California, all the states across the nations. I wish all of y'all a Mother's Day, and including the churches. Mothers are known to do things that will love their child to the limit. And my topic besides Mother's Day program, I'm going to say this, we all have laws. We all have laws, and this is called Mother's Day Law. And it comes out of Proverbs, and it says that mothers will do certain things, will help each other out. Now, my mother, I'm quite sure your mother did things to help each other, help yourselves out. She would do things to see that we are cared for. Mother's law, I have to say, is this. That comes out of Proverbs chapter 31, 25 to 27, the verses. But mothers always have a law that they go by. I don't care if there's federal law, judicial law, and there's also the law of the land. But mothers have laws too. Mothers set out laws for their children and set laws out to guide by them. And anytime we record what a law that our mother has set out, you know we're in trouble. We get in trouble with our mothers. Mothers have cried for us all day and all night. They have cried and they've asked us to be careful when we leave. They never know we may walk out the door today or around this time. I hope that we come back. So many mothers have lost their children through school violence and on the streets. We have time the time when our young people go to parties or friendly parties, gathering out, and there's always an accident or something happening to the mothers, to their child. And when that happens, when she's there waiting, well, I know she think, well, I know he'll be back by 10 o'clock or she'll be back by 10 o'clock. And it does not work out that way sometimes. They may be like 30 minutes late, hour late. Well, Mom, go ahead, how come you late? You're supposed to be here by a certain hour. Well, Mom's supposed to tell you, well, a friend's coming. I got my friends and forgot the time. And then sometimes when you break the law, your mom puts you on a state of punishment, like you can't go nowhere, or you're grounded. Let's say the word grounded. You get grounded. And when you do get grounded, you have no television, no phone calls, no anything, because the phone calls have been grounded. Can't watch television. You can't even play can't get on a computer or play the games. You're grounded. And these are understanding mothers, great mothers. These are mothers that care out for their children. And then there's the good mothers also. Now, I don't want to say too much about the unfit mother because we got to give her respect too. Although she does things that's not right, or does not care for their child or care for their children, because they are mostly homeless at home by themselves, and sometimes they grow up and raise their own selves. Some were raised the right way, some raised the wrong way. And some children that don't, when their mothers are not around, they tend to do things that they think they wouldn't do. For all the children that has mothers that love them and take care of them and look out. But their single parents are doing both parts. I can say this because my mother did it before she got married, and she met a nice guy, real nice guy, and his name is James Samples, and he took care of us like a dad, like he's supposed to be. But their mothers are doing mothers and fathers jobs together, and when something happens, if something happens, and there are times when mothers don't be around when their children are doing things, and then something will happen, and they'll run out the house crying, "Well, it ain't to my child. What happened to my child?" Blah blah blah, and get to screaming and crying and cussing and this and that. Thing you should have did. But let me say this: for those mothers who didn't mind don't care what their child do, those mothers who didn't let their child do anything, you're all right with it until they get in trouble. And once they get in trouble and get caught up in the mix, that's when you start hollering and crying. Well, I can say some of it's your fault and some of it's their fault. Most of it's the child's fault. But if they had gave them the right guidance and showed them the right way to go, it would never happen. So we got to show our mothers love and understanding. And you got to show mothers love and caring. Now later on, I'm going to read off the list of names of mothers that's on my list. But some of these mothers that's out there, they are doing their very best, which I see them every day. I see them in the store. I see them shopping, and sometimes they have outings. Some they'll take their sons out to restaurants, eating in restaurants. And there's also some of the mothers are in church with their children. There's also saying, don't send them to church, take them to church. And these mothers, they doing the best, the very, very best they can. They trying so hard to do what they want to do. They're trying so hard that they need to try to guide them, give them strength to do the right thing. There are some mothers have widow mothers out there that are trying to do their job and try to do the best thing they can. And these mothers that try to do the best they can, they are always on the go. Sometimes they work jobs, and sometimes the jobs take them sometimes later than around 8 hours. They may go and get up at 6, walking out the door at 7, and then come back. We'll be home by 4. Sometimes they may not get back until about maybe 6 or 7 or 8 o'clock at night because of the overload, either the traffic or because they have to work overtime. You got some mothers got occupations, occupied. They got some of them nurses, teachers, lawyers, doctors, and judges. You got some mothers out there are doing housekeeping work to make meals and ends meet. Not only do they have one job, sometimes they have 2 and 3 jobs, according to how big the family is. Some mothers get up and have to take their children to the daycare and deal with that and then get off for work. Oh yeah, moms go through a lot. Lord, mom goes through a lot. And moms do care. Moms also have time, and especially the married ones, besides the children, those that married got husbands that they take care of. So she has a double job. Take care of you and your dad. And sometimes without her, there is no castle. There is no love. There's love there, but not a mother's love. It can be a fatherly love, but there's not a mother's love. There's not a mother's love at all, because the mother's love is not there. And when the mother lay down and close her eyes for the last time and don't open them up, that is it. You cannot understand why, but she's be missing. It's just part of your life and part of your heart that's missing. It's hard to say, well, I can call mom tonight, and when she's not there, and you can't call her because she's not there to answer. She's there in your heart, there in spirit, but she's not there in solid. But sometimes you can be Your mother's with you always. Don't care where you go, where you be at. She's sitting right there with you always. She's sitting right there with you, regardless at work, home, school, in the car. And sometimes you can be riding along thinking of things. It probably goes away and you probably say, no, somebody say, no, don't go this way, go the other way. And maybe sometimes you may hear her voice. And you hear her calling your name sometimes. You may hear her voice. And her voice may be telling you, son, don't go to that place, go to this place. But you're out anyway. You're outside trying to have you enjoy yourself. But you can hear her voice tell you, well, I was going there, but I think I'll go here. It's like a guidance, like you're being guided. Because when you get guided to go the other way, it might be somewhere you intend to go, be something wrong. Or it might be something there that it ain't right. It's wrong. And she figured, well, if I tell you, let me protect him, tell him to go here, don't go there. Maybe a movie or a clubhouse or be anywhere. I'm gonna say clubs. Maybe a certain club that you probably go that you love, and she tell you don't, and you hear her ear. Well, don't go to that club because there's trouble there. Go to this one, or go to your friend's house. Or there's sometimes you hear her tell certain friends that she don't want you to be with, and you get bowling. Well, I'm gonna be with them. So all of a sudden, you hear her voice again. Well, no, I'm gonna let Joe go. I'm gonna skip. I'll call Joe tomorrow, and then he'll go see the other friend, because sometimes she may see something. Joe may be in a situation where he don't feel like having company, or he don't want to be bothered. And maybe he may be sick, don't want to be bothered. Or something just came up that just tore him apart. So he'd rather not be there. And mothers make. One, don't, like I said, don't go right, don't go there. I just said that. And sometimes you see your mothers cry. And mothers do cry in the middle of the night. They be crying in prayer. They may be on their knees praying. Sometimes you may see tears falling down their eyes. And they talking to the Lord, and the Lord's talking to them. And maybe a problem that one of the children, one of her sons or daughters are in, and she started crying. And that's the Lord, why? Why is this going on? Why is this happening? And sometimes they feel that they done made a mistake. Where did I go wrong, make this mistake? She didn't go wrong. You didn't go wrong in anything. Or anything that you try to guide them, and they decide to go their own way. They decide to go their own destiny. They decide to go their own. You decide to go the way that you want to go, not the way she wants you to go. And you're out there in all this mess and all this trouble and everything. And guess what happens? You're in trouble. And the first thing you tell her, I don't need her, she don't tell me what to do, but when the first time you get the handcuffs on and they're behind your back and you're sitting behind bars, and she come down there and say, you know what? And she looking at you and you start crying. Or you don't cry and look and say, well, I shouldn't have did this, I shouldn't have did that. And then you saying that to your mind, but but meanwhile, you did it anyway because she was the guide you try to tell you not to go, and you would anyway. Doesn't regardless what age you are, how old you are, you're always going to hear your mother's voice, and you're always going to hear her talking to you. Now, I'm going to make a dedication to all these mothers here and their names, and I'm giving off their names. First name I'm giving off to is Patricia Fletcher Smith. She was a wife, mother, evangelist, and a lady of the community. She was a good wife. Second, Della Mae Bryan Smith. She was a mother and a great-grandmother. Next, Antoinette Smith. She had one son named Socorro Smith. Victoria Bryant. Bertha Mae Smith, which is my mom. Johnny Mae Johnson, Connie, Sandra Johnson, Ms. I think Elijah Cunningham, she come on. First Lady McCutcheon, she's there. Also, Miss Mama Cat, they call her Catherine, Mama Cat. Mama Ona Sue, she was my godmother, and she taught me a lot. My sister, she's a mother. My other sister, Margie Williams, Shirley Richardson, Margie Williams, Beverly Key Smith, the late Beverly Key Smith, she was a mother. To all the mothers at the Warriors on my job, wish them a happy Mother's Day. All the mothers at the church, at Praise Temple, all the mothers at Refuge Temple, all the mothers at Faith and Living in Cincinnati, all the mothers all over the land. I'm wishing you all a very, very happy Mother's Day. And this program goes out to you. And as I say, a good mother loves her child. A good mother will guide her child. A good mother will show her child what is to how to grow and to be progressive. A good mother will show a child how to understand things. She may not have the money to get all the things that you need, but she will get some of the things you need. A good mother will show you how to go out and get your job. She'll tell you how to do with your money when you get a job. She will always show you how to manage your money. But there's nothing like a mother. There's nothing like a mother, because a mother will be by your side always, and she will always be with you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and to include myself and my director, producer, wish your mother a happy Mother's Day, and always give her the greatest love of all, because she gave it to you. This is TalkTameRadio.com, the way radio should be heard. And you're listening to Stairway to Heaven with your host, Dr. Bass Claude Smith. My topic is a program to all mothers. Mothers of the world, they need to be represented and taken care of. And mothers of all ages, maybe young, old, or older. Some of you got mothers in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and you got some great grandmothers in their hundreds. And I look at one mother about 114 years old, and I hear her. She's in there. But ladies and gentlemen, these mothers that I'm talking about should all give them a great joy and a great understanding, because they will love you. And understand this. There's a song saying, I'm going to, mother, when she closed her eyes for the last time, and the song goes, I'm going to leave you in the hands of the Lord. And when she leaves, she left you in good hands. Although they may be gone, all these six ladies are gone. Don't worry, because they are walking in heaven with God. And they are walking in heaven, telling the good Lord, thank you for watching over my child, and thank you for giving me the knowledge how to raise my child. Because mothers have the knowledge, and we don't have the knowledge that she has. She can give you knowledge and show you the way to go. But remember, mom will always be there, and mom will always love you. And remember that mom will always love you and always be there with you. Sometimes she may not be there, think she's there, but she's there. I know mine's there everywhere I go. Mine's there all the time. Mine's there with me when I'm in need. And sometimes I be by myself, I can hear her talking to me. I've had dreams about her. And, You know, and she probably, sometimes when they come in the dream, they be trying to tell you something. And when they be trying to tell you something, you better listen. They may not, you may not hear them, but they can show you. For example, I remember one time when I can remember a time just recently when I got my job out in Dublin working. I got the way there, but when I got off, I got lost going home. And finally one night I was on my way home, a certain street came called Henderson. When I saw him, I said, hey, Dag, Henderson take me all the way to High Street. And then she told me, then I remember I used to take Patty on High Street to a doctor on High Street off of Henderson. And I mean, I'm just using it for an example. You may be somewhere trying to get somewhere, and all of a sudden, sometimes you might hear her say, baby, turn this way, or go this way. And you be on your way home. So we can't always, like I said, last time I said, we think we're making it on our own, we're not. We're not making it on our own. There's always someone with us. And I'm not going to say, good Lord is with us always, along beside your mother. Maybe the Father has a way of telling your mother things. He have a way of sending messages through your mother, through you, to you. He has ways of sending messages to your mother to tell you things. And he has a way of telling you messages to be, just sit back and listen. So you need to be where you need to listen, sit back and be quiet and listen. For all these times, sometimes there's always a lesson to learn. There's always something in your ear telling you, explaining to you. But it's a good Lord. And sometimes God tells you things through your mother. Sometimes God sends messages to people you don't even know. But I say, as I said before, by this being the Mother's Day weekend, and Mother's Day is coming up, Mama, I miss you. I love you. Mama Sue, I miss you. And I love you. Thanks for giving me advice. Mama Bert, thank you for giving me advice. And them two ladies are so dear to me in my heart, very close to me in my heart. Mama Cat, thank you for your meals. And, I miss you too. But I said two, but it's three. I had three mothers, my biological mother, and I had two godmothers. And Mama Sue was my first godmother, because after I told her my mother had deceased and gone on, she told me we was in the kitchen talking, she said, well, I'm your mama. And she was. And Patricia Newberry, Evangelist Patricia Howard, happy Mother's Day to you. Georgiana Vicky Boy, happy Mother's Day to you. Henrietta Hill, happy Mother's Day to you. Oh man, there's so many things I can't remember. And my sister Henrietta is my sister. Vicky, Georgiana Boy, she was more sister to me than anybody in the world. Also, Tony Wilson, happy Mother's Day to you. Lucinda White, happy Mother's Day to you. Sean Boy, happy Mother's Day to you. And now that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope to see you next time. And remember, mine is nothing but a garden. What you put it, don't grow. Happy Mother's Day.